Hello, hello, hello. Welcome now, Stock Trades. What's going on, everyone? All right, so this is our second live for today. I wasn't actually going to make this, but this is actually this is going to be a really good topic. Okay, I really wanted to discuss this with you guys and share it. What's going on, Master? How you guys doing? 2-1. You got it. 3.29, 330. Let's go. Round two. Certainly round two. So Clover's up 5.59% on the day, with an additional 2.49% on the after hours market. Overall, pushing us up at around 7.87%, hitting around $3.29 to a high of $3.30 in the after hours market. What I wanted to mention really quick is I did a live today. I did a live 4 hours ago, approximately, called Clover Health CLOV stock Max Pain, $3.50. This week's stock rebound and possible Oscar Kushner effect. And I'm not going to be talking about the things I talked about in this video. My recommendation is, if you have not seen this video, recommending that you guys watch it after this one, or whatever you want to watch first or second, doesn't matter. But I definitely recommend watching this because there's a lot of information. I put a lot of information here. Okay, it's a big one, right? So definitely take advantage. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to be talking about kind of this tile slide here. Okay. Before I do that, I want to also talk about this guy. A face that only a mother can love. But, I'm just kidding. I love his mustache, right? I've actually had a few words with this gentleman, online, of course, not in person. This gentleman, his name is Monish. In fact, if you go to our syllabus in the mastering section of the Mastering Stock Market course, you can see within the Legendary Investor section, which is here, Legendary Investor, where we select only a few people that we believe are top-notch. And one of them is Monish. I can't have terrible say his last name, but Probary, right? Monish is a deep value investor, and he follows the teachings of Benjamin Graham, right? So you say you wouldn't let that guy babysit much. Oh, man. This gentleman here is such a genius. If you look at his what he was able to do, his net worth is around $2 billion. And one of our Lifetime Access members talked about, he posted a video of Manish. And I for all of our members, please go into the Billionaire Mindset channel. There's a Billionaire Mindset. It's it's a nice channel of videos and lessons from billionaires to help you get on your track, because this guy started with he didn't start with $1 million. He generated $1 million. Then the $1 million turned into 13 million, and that 13 million turned into $1 billion. Okay, now 2 billion. So my recommendation is go into that Billionaire Mindset channel and watch that video. Now, he says a couple of things, and I was like, man, I really got to tell my folks on YouTube and overall Lifetime folks about this. So to do that, we're going to go ahead and talk about this. Okay, Clover Health. Okay. So give me a moment here. Let me just kind of fix the mic. All right. To do that, we need to talk about Cease Candy. Now, we can never tell what the future can be, but let's pull up the Steve Jobs quote. What's the Steve Jobs quote regarding telling the future and connecting the dots of the past? Hopefully someone italicized it. There it is. So, oh God, come on. Oh, there it is. You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. So we can't connect the future of Clover, but we can use the past to help us kind of figure out where to go from here. So what do we look at? Well, Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett purchased See's Candy for $25 million. They paid 300% of book value. So 3x of that of book value. A move that was absolutely unprecedented for them because they're deep value investors. Now, just as an aside, a lot of us in the Stock Terminal and Lifetime Access members, and also on YouTube, I was going heavy when the stock price was 60 cents, 70 cents. I was like, we are buying at book value levels. Like, you're literally buying the business at book value, which is insane. I was going so crazy. I was selling my legs just so I can get book value. Okay. Just to give you the example here. Okay. So book value, I'm not, no, I love my legs. Right. So, but the point is, these folks paid more than book value. But this business, See's Candy, made Warren Buffett the man he is today. R.I.P. Charlie Munger. Why? Well, this initial $25 million investment turned into a candy generating business that has generated over $2 billion in profits. They made $2 billion in profits, billions of dollars of profits and earnings because of this $25 million investment. To a point where without See's Candy that you see here, without See's Candy, Warren Buffett would have never been able to purchase Coca-Cola, right? See's Candy gave him the positive free cash flow and the earnings to allow Berkshire Hathaway to grow. It gave them the capital to purchase all of the stocks that they have now. Interestingly, Warren Buffett realized that See's Candy is very hard to spread. You're not going to see See's Candy in the Middle East, but you're certainly going to see a Coke, right? So when our lifetime member student posted a video of Monish, I said, I got to watch this because I didn't see this. And certainly enough, he's one of our legendary investors. That video did not disappoint. So you may be asking yourself, why is Coca-Cola and See's Candy and Clover Health all on one freaking page? And this is why I wanted to make the video. So See's Candy allowed Warren Buffett to purchase Coca-Cola, which allowed Warren Buffett to build the Berkshire Hathaway brand. Clover Health has a strong penetrance in Georgia and New Jersey. Let's focus on the New Jersey market. New Jersey, they have approximately a 10% market share of the overall Medicare Advantage space. What we are going to see now and what we are going to do is Andrew Toy, aka CEO of Clover Health, is going to basically start taking the money that is going to be generated from the people in New Jersey, because it is a profitable segment of their business, and it is going to be sent to fuel the growth in Pennsylvania, Texas, and South Carolina. Same thing goes to Georgia. New Jersey for Clover Health is essentially the See's Candy for Warren Buffett. The See's Candy, or the New Jersey of Clover Health, is going to allow them to be able to spread and be able to take on more risk and be able to essentially replicate that of a New Jersey market in other states. And all this discussion has nothing to do with SaaS, which is another variable to the discussion, which will cause the stock price to go crazy. Okay. So that's pretty much it. It's a very easy thought process, something I wanted to share with you guys, something that we talked about before, But sometimes talking about it and not giving an example is not as powerful as giving an example and thinking and teaching you how to think like an investor. Okay. Because here's the thing, guys. In the coming years, because I told you from last year, I said 2024 is going to be the year of concept, the year of proving the concept of Clover. 2024 is going to be the year of proving the concept. And we certainly proved the concept. We're up 256% in 6 months. Year to date, we're up 234%. From the bottom low of around 62 pennies, where I can find it here, we're up 417.74%. So this is the year of concept proving. Okay. The man and the legend, the stock market king. Oh, yeah, definitely Monish for sure. Sandbagging. Okay, what's going on? The Clover management has its nose to the grindstone. Absolutely. Why? Okay, yeah. So for folks, and this kind of goes into that video. To answer your question, Rafiki, my recommendation is watch this video. We talk about it. But the beautiful part is if you go to our stock terminal and overall go to the algo flow, you can see the algo flow has changed. It's going in the positive direction now, meaning that we're going to go up. Now, very quickly, I want to take a second here. So, in our platform, we have a fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and options analysis. Nothing I say is financial advice, but today I released a message indicating what I'm going to be doing this week in the market. I'm going to be doing some rolling of options to essentially make some money, right? And I'm going to be doing some things which I'm going to be releasing in the options edge of our platform. A lot of folks are doing this right now in our terminal. In fact, I'm just very excited. Or is it? Literally, this says it right here. That would mean I made $33,000 off of 115K in like 5 weeks. So if you take 33 divided by 15, that's a 28% in 5 weeks. Divide that by 4. Oh no, divide that by 5. That's about, multiply that by 100. That's about 5.7% per week. Multiply that by 4. That's 22.9% per month. Multiply that, let's say, by 12. If you can get it to 12, that's 275% per year, which is equivalent to how the market and how the stock's been going. That's why I said I'm taking advantage of it. So for all the individuals that are interested in our options analysis, we have someone who has created his long-term stockpile and took his long-term stockpile and doesn't touch it, but took some FU money and now is making $33,000 off of $115,000 in just 5 weeks, right? Again, nothing I say is financial advice. For individuals that are curious to see how someone with more than a decade of experience is taking a stab at looking at the market and how he's making money from first principles, you could get access to this in the options analysis by utilizing our Black Friday coupon code, which will be the cheapest you'll ever see. It's lifetime access. It'll be at alstocktrades.com. $750 off. Take advantage. I'll be releasing what my game plan is going to be tomorrow, most likely when I'm 30,000 feet in the air as I head to interview. But the point here is because the stock price has rebounded, potentially with the algo flow, it's suggesting that the RSI is resetting. And that means the implied volatility, because the drop was high, the rise is high. This will create the options chain to reflect out of a high premium, which will allow us to milk the crap out of the selling of the covered calls or cash secured puts, regardless of what we're going to be calling out this week. And ultimately, that's the beautiful part about our platform. We're combining fundamental analysis, technical analysis, and options analysis all under one roof while utilizing 2.5 billion outputs of institutionally graded data, all in correspondence to Benjamin Graham's ideology and all of the legendary investors that have won throughout countless times in history to go from nothing to millionaires to billionaires. And that's the type of research that we do here. So ultimately, that's kind of what I'm going to be doing this week. I wanted to just that's something I did not include in the video in the last video. I'm going to be because I made the video, and then I did the release in the options channel. So if you go to the options channel, you'll be able to see what I said on regarding to what my thought process is, and that's going to be for our lifetime members. But overall, this is, I think, the business plan. I know it's the business plan for Clover. They're going to be using the New Jersey market as the growth, as the cash allocator of profitability to be able to penetrate these other markets. As a lot of these old siloed off healthcare companies, these dinosaurs will be pulling out, Clover Health is going to be pulling in. And with their 4-star ratings, it's going to be pretty damn good. So there it is. That's pretty much all I wanted to say in this video. Let me go ahead and any questions? Right. That's it. No questions. All right. That's it. That's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. It's a really nice process. I really like it because it's a good example that Monish said. Monish, without C's Candy, you would never Warren Buffett would have never gotten the capital to create Coca-Cola, and the New Jersey market would have never without the New Jersey market, Clover would have never been Clover. So that's I think that's where we're at. Tomorrow we're gonna be making some moves in the market for all of our lifetime members. I'm gonna be releasing this in the options channel. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This is just from an educational platform of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I hope to see your comments in the Clover chat to see kind of like what are you guys doing? And it's just a great way to integrate all this data to make actionable decisions. And that's how I'm using the platform. Right? Again, never copy me. That's bad. Just look at kind of what I'm doing. Learn from my gains or learn from my mistakes. I try to always, whenever I do something, always try to end up making money at the end of the day. And it's difficult to do, but it's why it's called mastering the stock market. It's tough to do, right? So, I have a question. Are you all for huge growth right now, even though it will impact MCR negatively short term? 100%. Because if New Jersey is able to front the growth of all these other places, including New Jersey itself, almost like a positive feedback loop, I should have an arrow pointing at New Jersey, right? An arrow coming at New Jersey, like an arrow coming from New Jersey and pointing at New Jersey, using the growth of New Jersey to fuel more growth. If I was the Clover Health management team, and I spoke to this about Dish a couple days ago, I said I would not keep MCR over 85%. So I would probably bring MCR to anywhere between 78 to 85%. And I think the market will be tolerable because it's not growing at 8%. It'll be growing at 30, 40, 50%. Who knows, right? Anything above 85%, market will be like, you know what I mean? But regardless, the growth is going to be good. But like I said, in that dog video of the dog riding the boat, in that first video I made today, I take a 30,000 view and I'm like, where are we headed? Just like you said, It'll impact MCR negatively in the short term. Long term, we know where we're going. So that's pretty much it there, right? Aren't the market switching back to rewarding growth versus profitability like I did before COVID since they're cutting interest rates? Joshua, you say something incredibly good. Okay. Oh, yes. Hi, Al. Affirm 0% financing? Yes. So very quickly, I'm going to go back to Joshua. I get this question a lot. Give me a moment. So let's say, do bundle, you do this. This is a very good question. Remember, make sure you put Black Friday. Okay. You put the Black Friday coupon code so you can get yourself $750 off. Okay. Then for our American and Canadian clients, I think that's only available for that. You have to look at PayPal for the other ones. You click on this and check this out. 6%, sorry, not 6%, Jesus Christ. 6 payments are going to be, so 6 months is interest free. So yes, Starbucks, Affirm is 0% financing for 6 months. So for 6 months, you can do 0% financing. Okay. Or you could do 36 months, which is pretty good, for $79 for 15%. It's not like a credit card that's like 25% or sometimes 30%. It's 15%, right? I don't think 12 monthly payments make sense if it's the same APR. I think like 30, I mean, might as well, right? Let them hold the bag, but again, longer monthly payments, longer APR, more interest, right? But yes, to answer your question, we do have 0% financing for 6 months. I think that's pretty damn good, right? So there it is. So that answers that question. Now, Josh, going back to Joshua, that's a very good question. Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't want to talk about this because we're not there yet. Okay, we're not there yet. No. Glad I can help answer the question. Okay. And by the way, for folks, for people that take advantage of the 6 months, right? We're paying a firm. Listen, guys, we made a collaboration with a firm, and these folks, they take a huge percentage chunk for the people that use it or don't. So use it. Use that 6 months of interest free. Use it, right? Let them hold the bag. You know what I mean? Watch, now they're going to hear this and like, we don't like to do business with this guy. Let them hold the bag. You know what I mean? Okay, so then you could do the options and make your money and pay the course off, right? That's what people are doing, right? So, all right, Joshua. So check this out, right? I didn't want to talk about this because we're not there yet, and I don't want to, I don't want to talk about clown markets, but listen, guys, okay, this is going to be important. The clown market might come back. Okay. People are stupid. That's it. And that's it. Right. Video over. Right. People can be stupid. And greed hijacks the brain. If you don't remember, in early 2000, Monish talked about this. I mean, in the video, I mean, in the early 2000s, there was a pets.com store, and the market cap of pets.com was like in the billions of dollars. Guess how much revenue they were making? $0. They were just counting internet visits. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Pets.com bubble crash story. Let's see if they do the story here. I don't know, guys. It was a while back ago. Yeah. It's like $14 and it crashed to 6 pennies. $14 for the stock and it crashed down to 6 pennies. The problem is, guys, is, a lot of people like, oh, the stock market's gambling, and they're just going to blame the stock market when they don't blame their own stupidity. Any value investor would have opened up the financial sheets and look at the balance sheet and look at the debt to equity ratio and look at the revenue and realize there is no revenue. Why is this trading at a, millions of billions of dollars of market cap? There's going to be a time where Clover, the clown market's going to come back. There's going to be a time. There's going to be a time where the clown market is going to come back, Joshua. Okay. And yes, Wall Street's going to play in the clown market. Algo trading, the way it works, and this is why we have our algo flow and we have our data. It's going to be the GPS to protect us, regardless if it's a downtrend or uptrend. If the stock market's in a downtrend, the algo flows will make it even more of a downtrend. If a stock market is in an uptrend, then the algo flows would make it even in a more up. It'll literally make it go higher. So there will be a time where we're going to see a clown market, where you're going to be seeing people in this chat where I'm going to say, listen, Clover Health is overvalued. This thing is trading X, Y, and Z overpriced to sales. It is. We're gonna be like, oh my God, it is overvalued. We're gonna be like, when the stock price, there's gonna be a time, guys, where the intrinsic value is going to be the stock price is going to be way above intrinsic value, and there's going to be people in the chat that are going to say, oh, you're scared money doesn't make money. Oh, Al is backing up. He's a chicken. Don't listen to him, or this is different. This time is different. There's going to be a time where that's going to happen. Lucky for all of us, the majority of the people that are watching now, especially folks in Lifetime, all you guys are going to have multi-millions of dollars. Okay. All right. You're going to have a different type of problem, right? You're going to realize all you guys are about to get red pilled once you guys see your taxes. You guys are going to be like, holy shoot, what happened to all my money? Right? You guys are all about to realize kind of what's going on now. All right. So, and some of you may not. Some of you may be like Mark Cuban and be like, I love paying my fair share of taxes. Okay, good. Good for you, right? But I digress. When that time comes, we'll be ready for it. We'll have our data, and we will take advantage of those gamblers because we will give them covered calls, and we will let them work for it. We will milk them. We will milk their stupidity, and we will milk their ignorance. And this is the power of education. This is the power of a free market. Okay. They have the power to have their own opinions, even though it is based off of speculation. Ours is based off of hard data. And when that time comes, we will be releasing, just like what we're doing now with the options analysis side of things in the stock terminal for our Lifetime members. We're going to be going ahead and talking about kind of what I'm going to be doing this week. We're going to basically, or I'm going to do it, not financial advice, but I'm going to milk the situation, right? Because, I'm trying to, I have to, I got dogs to feed, right? Right. I got hobbies to feed, you know what I mean? Right. So you know what I mean? So that's kind of, I got places I want to see, right? Right. I want to go travel, right? So we're gonna have that. We're gonna have fun with that. So there will be a time, Joshua. There will be a time. I have my funds tied up in shares. How do I take advantage of selling calls at this stage, or should I waiver? So Keith, I can't give you personalized financial advice. I can't do that, right? I'm not a financial advisor, but we have an educational platform in which you can learn and from that make your own informed decisions. We're a data center. We like to provide the data. We even have disclaimers on the data. we cannot provide personalized financial advice because number one is I'm not a financial advisor. Number two is I don't understand your personal situation, um, which is why it's called personalized finance. So GGK, you know what I mean. So it's just uh, we are an educational platform. This is we just the goal is to share with you what's out there and how people are making money. Right? There's people out there that are doing this that are not sharing what they're doing. The difference is I'm doing it and I'm sharing what I'm doing, and I implore other people to watch what I'm doing from an educational perspective so they can learn, so they can see it another way of how other people are doing things. Uh, but in no regards is this to be taken as financial advice because um, it's like watching someone get a surgery. It's like this in medical school. I used to learn about a disease. I'm like, oh, I have that. I have that disease. I have it. Yep, I have that disease. No, no, you don't. Right? But it's like you get this thing where it's like medical students get this sometimes. We're like, oh, I have that. You self-diagnose because you get scared. Um, that kind of like you can't do that, right? So same thing with these videos. You can't like take everything I say as a grain of salt. And I want you to become the CEO of your own ship, right? Because ultimately you're the one making the decision, right? So that's something there, right? So treasuries are high, yet for them to get to forgiving for small caps. So we talked about. So I thought one of the reasons we even got to 60 cents was because you said it's one of your paths was due to market flipping to companies being prop. Well, yeah, I agree. And now if you look at Clover, Clover now is free cash flow positive on a 3-quarter basis. So, and it was profitable in Q2 this year on a net income gap basis. So Clover is transitioning and morphing. So it's that's why a lot of people now have. That's why a lot of analysts have changed because you cannot manipulate too long when it comes. You cannot. How do I say this? When you have an ice cream store making money, you can't talk shit about it. It's making money. The business model works. Okay. What new board members of CVS has an affiliation with Clover? B-Rob, it's in the Clover Health channel. You have obviously have access to it. Look it up. B-Rat Cooley talked about it, and he gave a screenshot in there, right? Clover, no debt, so treasuries percent, not impactful to them. Awesome. That's when I sell or call. I'm just going through the questions here. Good questions, by the way. Oh yeah, I think so too. Again, not financial advice, but I share the same sentiment. CLOV seems too good to be true. It almost seems as if it's purposely being overlooked. Our big institutional gob. So you can track that. It's called the Securities and Exchange Commission 13F filing. You can actually track institutional ownership. In fact, if you go to our stock terminal and you go to you open up the help menu and you go to page 10. These are all the commands you have. Let's go to page 10. We'll go to institutional holdings. We'll hit Clove. And this is the most up-to-date so far. These are the top 15 holders of Clover Health. Let it load. It makes the table in real time. So give it some time. We'll answer the questions here. Hi, I hope you're doing great. I just tuned in and I watched the full video later. Any news on Clove? It spiked. Yeah, so we talked about a little bit in the first video. Definitely good. Hi, Al. Glad I made the live. Oh, yeah, no, this is going to be a fun one. We're pretty much almost done. All right. So, yeah, so you can see Renaissance Technology has 12.48 million shares, BlackRock 9.63 million. These are these bigger holders, and we can see Renaissance double down on their position. Morgan Stanley increased their position, I believe. Well, they got 1.51 million shares. So we'll just kind of keep tabs on this, and we're going to see, sequentially more players come in. AZ Matt from the Reddit page, he's going to most likely post more as more comes in, and yeah, so that's pretty much what's going to happen. And you can look at it from our institutional holdings on a quarterly basis to see how many went in and how many went out. Al, do you see the article by KFF regarding 10 reasons why Medicare Advantage enrollment is growing? It's from January 24, but it speaks some of your points is private. So, Doug, if you can, I think you're part of Lifetime Access. If you can, put that article in the Clover Health chat so we can go ahead and look at it. I read it before. I just forgot. You know what I mean? But yeah, there it is. What are your thoughts on lives under management growth for Q4? Short term, hard to say. Sandro from Reddit talked about it. But overall, from the chatter I'm hearing in the overall market, it seems as, common sense wise, 4-star ratings, Humana pulling out, Aetna pulling out, Clover's going to get a bigger piece of that pie, right? So it's hard to listen, guys. Dog riding boat. I always go back to this photo. Okay. Right now, we're riding and driving the boat, and we're ultimately headed in a direction that is, in my opinion, not financial advice, but I think it's in the right direction. And I think, I'm not worried. I'm happy, and I got my main stockpile in the front, and I have some stuff I'm tossing out on the fish side of the FU money side, collecting premium and collecting some fish that way. So I'm winning both ways, and it's really nice, right? For me, I make money. I can make money if the stock goes up. I make money when the stock goes down. I make money if the stock goes sideways. I make money if the stock price doesn't even change. So that's kind of how I like to play the market. I'm always winning, right? But yeah, so that's all I have for you guys. For folks that are interested in our lifetime access, utilize coupon code Black Friday at alstocktrades.com for our lifetime access, one-time payment. Take advantage. And it's a wonderful deal. It pretty much sells itself. You guys seen our Palantir, Clover, you guys have seen so far, you guys have seen in our portfolio hedging modeling system, Chipotle, all of the other things we talked about. The research and the data speaks for itself, right? So, yeah, that's it. That's all I have for you guys. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to go do some weightlifting. And then tomorrow I have to go fly. So it's going to be a busy day. I'll release, for folks that are watching that are a part of the lifetime access, I'm going to be releasing what I'm going to be doing on the option side tomorrow. I'm hoping that the stock moves upwards even more from the algo flow. Let's see. And I'll do some, the VIX is going down. So it seems as the VIX is headed down. So we'll see kind of what happens on that front. But I'm going to take advantage. If not tomorrow, then later this week when it rebounds hard. I forgot to do it today. But I'm gonna get that sexy premium that gamblers are gambling, and I'll sell them their insurance policy and make money on it, right? And that's how selling covered calls and cash secured puts look like, right? So, all right, guys, God bless you guys. And oh yes, most important, don't forget to like the video. It certainly helps. It helps also get the word out. Because think about it, it's not fair. You guys, we're making all this money, There's other people out there that need to make money too, right? So this type of knowledge, in terms of intrinsic value and whatnot, helps people learn how the stock market works. Not necessarily make money, but just how the market works. And it's just so if kind of you if you like the video, so other people can find it, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on the next one. God bless you guys, and yeah, let's go to the gym. Hopefully, you guys Arizona time, folks, or West Coast folks. Let's get to working out and moving around. All right, I'll see you.